Hi all, Goda Govinda. This is Madhava Lasya from ML channel. So today's topic would be uh, a, a divulge of celestial secrets part 4. So in this discussion we are gonna learn about how many lokas are there as a part of this universe, and also mentioned in the Vedas as per Puranas, and also going through one by one, right? So that is what we are going to discuss about it, and also some interesting facts about Brahma, his age, and how the destruction will come, and all those things, the world will get destroyed, and all those details you are going to disclose in this discussion or learn. So let's start. So basically there are do you all know there are 14 lokas or worlds according to the Vedas or Puranas? Isn't it so astonishing? Why I'm saying is the mystery of the universe is always a question. The scientists are still researching. Hey, you know what? Initially they told 10 planets. Now it cut down into 9 planets, right? They just removed Pluto out of it, and it's now just 9 planets. So I have no idea what they were trying to say. But if you look into Vedas or Puranas, they're always having the constant information throughout. They would never change the information once they delivered. So that itself gives us accuracy. So I'm not a blaspheming scientist here, but at the same time we have to understand the authenticity of the information being given by scientists, right? Before there were 10 planets, they said. Now it's just 9 planets because they removed Pluto, right? I mean, let me see. Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. Okay, so sorry. There are 9 planets over there, but then they removed Pluto. Now it's just 8 planets, right? I'm so sorry. So all beings, so as per Vedas and Puranas, all the Puranas, the 4 Vedas states only the same information about the lokas or universe, even about the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So that is only Sriman Narayana. So we can blindly trust the Vedas as well as Puranas, if whichever sampradaya we are following, whichever lineage we are following, right? So because I am a follower of Sri Vaishnavism, so I'm proud to say that has a very authentic explanation of each and every Puranas and everything, because it has started from Sriman Narayana, and then Sri Mahalakshmi, and then Vishwakshenar, and then Nammalvar, and the lineage goes till now, till our present Prakriti Srimad Ariya Shringar of Ahobalamanam. So he's our Acharya, he's our Acharya, and I'm proud to say that I am his Sishya. So the mystery of the universe and that of all existence itself is well documented in many scriptures and Vedas, and we have already learned about Bhuloga, which is Earth, and then Swargaloga, and which is the heaven, and Badala Loka, right? I mean, even in childhood, that's what I've learned. But apart from that, there are 11 lokas mentioned. So let me explain the divine planetary systems, and there are a total of 14 lokas. Let's have a look into it. So the top Vyartis, the top 7 are, the first one is Satyaloka. So that is a Brahma's Loka. So that is where Brahma resides, and that is not eternal. And another interesting fact about Satyaloka is, even Brahma, so another interesting fact of Brahma is, he himself is not eternal, and he is a soul like us, except that he is given a position. So the Brahma is a kind of position, but each soul will get whichever soul is desiring for Brahma's position would get it whenever the time permits. So even with that being said, Brahma also goes through birth, death, age, and diseases. So do you know how old Brahma is right now? He is 51 years old. As per Bhagavata Puranam, he is 51 years old, and it is morning for him. And do you know what is the age lifespan of Brahma? It is 100 years. Yes, it is 100 years. So he's 51 years now. And of course, the time limit, the time calculation in Satyaloka is different than in here. For example, in one of the Harivamsham, it was mentioned the Revati, the wife of Balrama, Revati's dad took her when he was in Krita Yuga, which is Satya Yuga, and then to Brahmaloka, and he waited there for 5 minutes to get the nice groom details from him. And then Brahma laughed, saying okay, you waited here for 5 minutes, all the 3 yugas went away, and now you are in the Dwapara Yuga. And so that is the time calculation over there. So say for example, we have certain animals certain insects which would leave its body on one day itself. So that doesn't mean that, but for us, our lifespan is 100 years. So for those animals and plants, our life would be a great thing. So likewise, Brahma also has a age limit. He is 100 years old. Sorry, his age span is 100 years, and his current age is 51 years, and right now it's daytime. So another thing, Tapaloka, the second topmost is Tapaloka. It is a abode of tapas of other deities. Devatas live there. And then third topmost is the Janakaloka. It is abode for the sons of God Brahma, abode of the sons of Brahma. So who are Brahma's sons? Even Lord Shiva is Brahma's son, and then Sanat Kumaras are Brahma's son. So yeah, I'm pretty sure you'll be shocked to know Shiva is Brahma's son, because in Bhagavata Purana it is mentioned that when Brahma created Sanat Kumaras, and Sanat Kumaras did not obey his dad's order. So Brahma was really so mad. He got mad. He just shrinked his third eye, and then out of the angerness was born as Lord Shiva. And since as a baby born, he was angry, and he has kept the name as Rudra. And then fourth one is called Maharloka. This is where it's abode of great sages and enlightening beings and Markandeya and other rishis. So Sapta rishis will reside there. And then Svargaloka, this is where the region between the sun and the polar star, the heavens of the god Indra, Devatas, rishis, Gandharvas and Apsaras live here. It is just described as a paradise pleasure. It's just a heavenly paradise where all the 330 million Hindu demigods reside there with Indra. And another thing is Bhuvarloka. Bhuvarloka is also known as Pitruloka. This is where all our ancestral souls will live over there. It's a real region, and its atmosphere is like a life force. And then Bhurloka, it says it is the place where they were semi inhibited. Bhuvarloka, yeah, and then Bhurloka is the earth. Right? And then the bottom 7 is Atalaloka. Actually, Atalaloka is ruled by Bala. He's a son of Maya. So Bala created, in that Loka there are 3 women who likes to intrigue any men coming into that Loka with only sex. And then Vitala Loka is ruled by Harabhava, a form of Shiva. So where they have all the ghosts and everything. It is always adorned with gold. And then Sutalaloka, it is kingdom ruled by King Bali. I hope you all know about who is King Bali. Maharaja Bali. He's a grandson of Prahlad Maharaj. And then Taladalaloka, it is again created by demon architect Maya. And then Shiva as a destroyer was very pleased, and then he gave him this realm and promised to protect him. So Lord Shiva, he was pleased with architect Maya. So, and then he just gave him this realm, and he just told him I'll protect this realm. And then Mahatala Yoga, which is many hooded serpents would be there, and then Dakshaka, Kalia and everything. They live here with their families, and but they're always fear of Garuda, the eagle man. And then Rasatalaloka, it is a home of demons. Dandavas and Daityas are called demons, who might be, but who are mighty but cruel people. They are eternal force of Devas. That is Asuras, they are called as. They are eternal force of Devas. They live in holes like serpents. And the last one is Patalaloka. That is where, it's called Nagaloka, where it is ruled by Vasuki. Vasuki, here lives several Nagas with the hooded, and each would have a gemstone whose light illuminates this realm. So these are the 14 lokas, which we did it. So at one point of time, what happened was Pralayam will happen. Pralayam means I would say tsunami and destruction of the worlds. So during the daytime of Brahma, Brahma starts creating the 3 lokas, which is Bhu, Bhuvar and Swarga. That's the earth, the one above the earth, and then Swargalokam, which is the heaven. And then Mahapralayam, during the night time of Brahma, all the 3 planets will get destroyed, which is earth, Bhuvarloka, and then Swargaloka will get destroyed. And the next day morning, Brahma's next day morning, he'll wake up, and then he'll recreate it again. And then Mahapralayam will happen. More destruction will happen when Brahma's age is 100, and when he's about to leave his body, the Mahapralayam will happen. That is when he's 100 years old and he left this body, then all the 14 lokas will get destroyed, when it'll be flooded with water. So that is what it is. And then like another interesting fact about this, like we all heard from childhood that only the earth rotates the sun, right? I mean, like that's why we are getting day and night. Actually, as per Vedas and Puranas, it is the opposite. The sun rotates the earth and other planets. Yes, it is the truth. I mean, scientists have not come to that point yet, but that is the truth, because you would have seen certain videos from YouTube where they actually like converted the sun radiation into a voice, and when they converted the sun's radiation into a voice, they started hearing the chanting of om and everything. So scientists would reach there to a point where they would agree to the fact, like sun only rotates the earth and other planets, and it's not the vice versa. Example is like initially they said 9 planets, now they've cut down Pluto because like it does not have any other moon system or something for it to be considered as a planet. So now they're saying only 8 planets, right? So it's keep on like wavering and changing. But if you look into any Puranas or any Vedas, any 4 Vedas, it is very constant. Only sun is rotating the earth and other planets, and it's not the vice versa. And then like another thing which scientists proved is like black hole, right? Everybody would have heard about the black hole system, where they say like a black hole right now it's expanding, and then like at one point of time like it will inhale it. Actually, like this is what mentioned in the Puranas, where it is said that like black hole actually is nothing but Sriman Narayana's like belly button. And then like right now like scientists also confirm that universe is expanding, and that is called like Big Bang theory, and that is what is happening right now. Because like as per Puranas and Vedas, Sriman Narayana actually like whenever he inhales, like all the universe whichever he created would just like come inside his tummy, and then like will get destroyed. But if he exhales, the universe will get expanded and new universe would get created, right? So that's what scientists have proved right now. So through the Big Bang theory as well as like black hole, they said like right now universe is expanding. That is true, because right now Sriman Narayana is exhaling. He's not inhaling it, he's exhaling. And even the same scientists have proved that at one point of time the black hole will absorb or inhale and like drag everything into attract everything into it, pull everything into it. So that is what it's confirmed in Vedas and Puranas. See how interesting it is, right? Like whatever been mentioned in Vedas and Puranas, like long ago, so long ago, since ages, right now scientists are proving it again. So I guess like if we follow Puranas and Vedas from an authentic Sambardaya, I guess like it would reveal like more surprising and astonishing information. Another example like I would give for this one, like there are many universes like us. Ours is a Milky Way galaxy, right? Likewise there are many universes, many universes. So like each universe consists of these 14 lokas, and there are many universes. So each universe will come out of each pores of Sriman Narayana, each pores of Sriman Narayana. So that's what is mentioned in the Vedas. So that is what is called as expansion of the universe. So like we are in the Milky Way galaxy, likewise there are so many universes outside there. That's where like we call it as aliens and all those things, right? And another example of existence of other universes, like one of the kid like shared this information with me, where like she said that there was an incident where like a person from a different country which does not exist in this universe and on this earth like came to an airport and started showing his passport. So they were all shocked, and in China they were just like thought it was just like a prank, and then they put him into the jail. And even in the jail they constantly investigated him, saying like where is your world, and they were saying like no, it's over here. It was between like Europe and somewhere, and he said it was over here. And then like overnight like the person was gone, invisible. I wouldn't say invisible, he just like left the place like without any traces. So that incident told us like Earth in this universe, there are so many universes where the Earth happens. So similarly, even in Puranas also it is mentioned. So right now we are having Kalki Yuga, whereas like other universes they might be having like Rama Avadara happening at the same time, or in any other universe they would have happening Krishna Avadara would be happening at the same time, right? So that is what exactly mentioned in Puranas and Vedas and everything. So if I mention Swargaloka, above that it's called as like the milk of ocean is there. So currently like I don't have the notes for it. So give me 1 second. I just remembered. So our Deepam is called as like Jambud Deepam. It's always surrounded by the salt water. And then like, similarly, there are like, other Deepam, like, which is like, next on top of the salt water, like, there is like, milk of ocean, sugar cane. Okay, next above the salt water, like, ocean, we have like sugar cane ocean. And then above the sugar cane ocean, we have the wine ocean. And then above the wine ocean, we have the milk ocean. Above the milk ocean, we have the yogurt ocean. Above the yogurt ocean, you have the ghee ocean. And above the ghee ocean, we have the clear water ocean. So like that is called as a Deepam. So like that is what is called as Deepam. So when I mentioned like what is that, milk ocean, like it is just above the Swargaloka. So that is what, like, Swargaloka has the sugarcane ocean. On next loka will have the, like, milk ocean. So that is where, like, Karya Vaigundam exists. So that is what I have, guys, for this loka description and everything. That's all I have for today. Sorry, like, in between I couldn't make preparation for the Jambu Divam and then the oceans of things, but then, like, Lord made me to remember it. So see you all in next session. So next session would be discussing about, like, taking a self-care and how to importance of mental health issues. So that is creating an awareness about the mental health, and also like try to understand others feelings as well, at the same time how to draw a line. So that is very, 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 very important. So I would be, like, discussing about it. I'm not a great person to discuss about it, but then, like, since I always, like, constitute or support mental health issues, mental health a lot, give importance to it a lot, I just thought, why can't we like make everybody aware of it, so that, like, they know what is it about and how to handle those situations, and do not get panicky or do not tag that person as a mentally ill person just because he has mental health issues, right? So see you all next time. So until then, have a good rest of the weekend, and have a good rest of the week. Okay, thank you so much. Goda Govinda.